Okay, right, there you are. Told you, it's not going anywhere. Look, I can just about see a white house over there and a little bit of the sea, but I'm not going down there. I haven't got any ropes, so I don't know if there's a way up over there. I think I've done enough exploring for one day, and I'm going to go back and find the path. Find your path. There's a good quote. I think I'll change the name of my blog. Find your path. Or the path less travelled that I said on the way down here. That was a good one. When you're talking to yourself, it's amazing. Some good stuff comes out, and then later on you try and remember it, and you've got no chance. It just sounds like rubbish, which it probably does anyway. But there we go. I'll remember when it's Christmas. I'll come back and get some of this. Buying it in the shop. Okay, back to the path, and then back down the hill. A bit more research, and then in the next video or videos, hopefully I'll have more information, and I'll know more about where James Allen actually went to look at the harbour. I did speak to a lady who lives here, and she did name a couple of areas, but they sounded a bit like touristy spots to me, which they may well be, but it sounded like you access them from the seafront, and I wouldn't have thought that would have been. Well, you never know. I never know. I don't know. Whether we walk down there and walk back up again, but I think Broad Park Avenue is sort of halfway up the hill from the town, so I know I wouldn't go down and come back up again. But like I say, 110 years ago there was probably a lot less houses and a lot more fields, basically. I mean, I'm not that old, and I look back and a lot of places that were fields when I was a lad are now cities. No, I'm not that old. Well, he's on. Okay, I'm not telling you. Right, I'm going to slip my way down here and back on the main path, and then. Sorry, I haven't done this in a professional manner, but it's my film crew's day off, and they wouldn't come up here anyway without extra pay, so a bit of health and safety hazard walking over all these routes and whatnot. Can't blame them really. I haven't got a film crew, I'm only waffling. Right, I think that's the path. I was tempted to jump down there, but I won't. I'll go all the way back to the intersection. So, remind me again, what have I got to do? I've got to find out the name of the hill. I think his wife, I can't remember her name, Frances? Might be Frances. I know she was an Irish lady, and he was born in, or he grew up in Leicester, and he worked in Leicester as a bookkeeper, I believe. I'll have to check these facts, so, don't quote me. But I know his father in the, I suppose, the late 1890s, possibly, while he was still a young boy. So I think he had to go to work to sort of help provide for the family, because his father went to America, New York, I believe, to, for a better life for his family, and he got mugged and murdered. So that changed his. And who knows? Would he have become a new thought writer in America? So there is Frances Scovel Shinn, isn't another lady around at the same time. I believe she's American. And there's a few. There's a lot. I mean, or I can't remember them now, but I've read most of them. The trouble is, the language can be a little bit dated, and it can be difficult to not get lost. It's a bit like when you watch old period dramas. It's good. I like it, but it's I do like the language, but there was a time, I think, when they used too many words or too many long words or a combination, and so you sort of, I don't know whether it's the modern can't sustain interest for more than half a millisecond, but it definitely what was I talking about? Can you remind me? Yeah, so yeah, all right, come wind back, backwards. Okay, so he was his dad got killed in New York, and he might, if his dad had not got killed, he might have grew up in America. Would he have gone the same road? We don't know, but I mean, I'm glad that he did what he did. Sorry about his dad, but that's what happens, isn't it? And that's life, as they say. But he grew up in, I don't know what period of his life he moved here, or when he got married. I know he's got a daughter. He had a daughter. I mean, I don't know if she should be still be alive now, would she? No. Good Lord. Am I still on the path? I'm talking to you, and you're not telling me where I'm going. Oh yeah, look. See this here? That's the path. I remember that bit when I came through. But where the hell am I going? Yeah, so anyway, I'm waffling again. His daughter. No, I lie, that's not the path. I've gone off the path. Stop distracting me. I'm trying to find my way. Yeah, his daughter. Oh, I should be over there. Grew up here, and so he grew up here. He grew up here in the I suppose he must come here in 1890 something, 1900. I think he died about 1912. I think. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off and try and find the right path. Otherwise, I could be here forever. Bye.